What's up, everyone out there? It's your boy Ceddy of Ceddy Knows Tech, and today we have a first look at the new Surface Duo. I'm here at your local AT&T store taking a first look at it to kind of see what this device can do, what it can't do. AT&T now has these devices on display. The drop date for this device is next week, I believe September 10th, so we're going to get an early look at this device right now. Let's go in here and find out what AT&T will and will not let us do with this device. We kind of give it a good look at and see what it's all about. So let's go. But first, cue my intro. So we're now here at the AT&T store taking a look at the new Microsoft Duo. This device drops next week, and there it is, people. It is lovely. And first impressions, just kind of looking at it, is that this device is, wow, it's extremely thin. That is awesome. It feels real nice in the hand. It's not heavy at all. On the front of it, of course, you have the Surface logo. This is the version white, the white version. I believe it's the only version that's out right now. Down here you have the charger. It's USB-C charge. On the side here you have a fingerprint reader, the power button. And at the top there's nothing. The sides here is that hinge that brings it all together. And I'm not gonna lie, it feels real nice in the hand. I like it. I like what I'm seeing here. It's extremely light, extremely light. Now we're looking at it in book mode, and as you can see here, the display is really nice. It's extremely nice. You can just kind of operate this with one hand, so you can actually shift the icons from left to right just by kind of swiping. So you can run multiple applications and multiple displays. So over here I have OneNote, and over here I'm running the new Chrome Edge browser. It's buttery smooth, no lag whatsoever. It's really nice. I think we should better swipe up from the bottom, yep, to get rid of it, so we can actually bring things over. So I should better sweep. And the two screens work flawlessly. You see that? So we're looking at this. Like I said, we should be able to open like YouTube, for instance. From here. So you can see, kind of get an understanding. What's up, everyone out there? It's your boy Ceddy of Ceddy Knows Tech, and today we're going to talk about how to convert your Windows 10 desktop or laptop computer into an awesome, and it might interrupt, an awesome development environment. So for a long time now, a lot of developers just kind of wrote off Windows as,
"Hi, I'm your assistant, here to help you throughout your day. Here."
I'm just kind of playing with some things to kind of see
for development. And if you do a quick search on like Google, for instance, and so forth, you will see that there's all kind of articles about like why do most professional programmers prefer Mac or even Linux, you know. And these articles range from everything talking about, you know, how Microsoft want to control their desktop.
You see that picture in picture? So that works pretty well. You can kind of toss that around.
In my opinion, is probably one of the main reasons why things just were so difficult to program back in the day on Windows, because Microsoft just didn't supply or have a.
Also, you can see here that the phone has one of these kind of icons right here where you can pair programs together. So when you hit them, both programs will launch at one time. So in this case, they have, you know, the Edge Chrome browser along with OneNote. So when you hit it, touch I should say, you see that both browsers open up. You have OneNote over here as well as Edge, the browser over here. And I can't tell you how fluid this feels on the finger just to scroll through. It's extremely fluid. It's extremely nice, extremely nice. And you can swipe up from the bottom again, like I said, to kind of swipe things through. I'm just trying to say this does come with Android 10 out the box. Now, device wise, I think this is pretty much going to be final for the device itself. I don't see this being updated anymore prior to the release next week. I do expect that there will be a upgrade, a day one upgrade or update I should say, to the software to kind of finalize any bugs that we're seeing today. Right now, I'm not seeing anything that's just jumping out at me that's being, like, you know, wrong or off, but I'm sure that Microsoft has found some things or will be updated some things to kind of tighten up that user experience post the, you know, the go live. So far, you know, I haven't got it in my hands yet. This device will start for the comes in two versions. It comes in the 128 version, 128 gigs of storage. That's, I believe that's $13.99, $1,400. And as you can see here, so for 128 you get is $13.99, and for the 256 gig version, that's the $14.99, so $1,500. I pre-ordered, got it paid and everything. I'm just ready for it to drop. I'm purchasing the 256 gig version. So, you know, this is an expensive device. Let's just call it what it is. While it is a generation 1 device, it is bleeding edge. It's cutting edge and so forth. So you can expect this to be expensive. So you got $1,500 for the device itself, or $1,400 for the device, depending on which way you go with it. Then by the time you get like surface pins and things like that, warranties and all that, you can very well be approaching, you know, the warranty I believe is $199 from Microsoft. To get a surface pin, you're looking at another about $100 plus tax and all that kind of stuff. You could easily be approaching somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,800, $1,900 for this device fully said and done. So this will set you back a little bit of money. This is not, you know, a cheap device, but from what I'm seeing here, it's a very, very awesome device. It does come equipped with, like, you know, a lot of the Office suite stuff comes pre-installed with this. Like I said, it is an Android 10 device. It does, like I said, since it's Android, it has the Play Store, so you can actually download your favorite Android apps from the Play Store. I'm sure you should be able to get on the Samsung store and download, I'm guessing, Fortnite. We'll just have to test that once we get our retail version in our hands next Thursday. So I'll be doing a video about all that as well. But I'm not seeing anything on here that's just like bad. Everything seems to be working pretty good. Like I said, everything's real fluid. I do expect there to be a update, a day one update, just to kind of get some things kind of tightened up and stuff. But I'm not seeing anything that's just blaring that's like bad. I'm loving this device, absolutely loving it. As far as applications on here, a lot of the Microsoft applications are already installed for you. So you have things such as OneNote, Outlook, Edge, Teams, OneDrive, and things of that nature. I'm sure that the Office suite such as Word, Excel, PowerPoint, you can just download those from the App Store with no problem. It does have like OneDrive. It does have some of the Google apps on here. Once again, they're just Android apps, so I'm sure you can add those once you have it in your hands. Let's take a look at this camera. The cameras, so there's different options on here. You can do video, slow motion, either standard photo, portrait, panorama. I'm gonna take a couple pictures with this camera and trying to show you the quality of the photos. It's a single camera shooter, so it has a single camera on here. As you can see, here's the flash. As I say, the flash, the camera lens itself, and things like that. So let's take a couple pictures and let's take a look at it real quick. So as you can see here, I took a quick picture of myself. It's actually very clear, to be honest with you. I know it's kind of hard. I'm kind of taking a picture or video from a phone to a phone, but the picture quality is actually very nice. Now, is it on par with something like the iPhones or the Pixel or things like that? I'm not gonna say that, but just from a a picture standpoint, especially for a single shooter, I don't see anything that's just devastating with this camera. Like I said, it's not gonna be on par with the Galaxy, the Note 20 Ultra or the iPhone 11s or Pixel 4s and things like that. No, it's not that. It's not meant for that. So you got to kind of take that for what it is. But the camera is definitely great, though. It's definitely a great camera. So there is, just like Android, there's the drawer up here. You can do things such as toggle Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, flashlight, rotate screens, and that kind of stuff. You can get to the app drawer just like in Google by swiping up from the bottom. And you can kind of see, what did I just do? I'm using this, there we go. So if you swipe it from the bottom, you can kind of see the kind of apps that, and right now I'm kind of dealing with this because it's in demo mode, so it wants to go into demo mode to kind of showcase the phone, but I'm trying to get a kind of good look. So like I said, all your favorite apps will easily go here. You just download from the Play Store. You shouldn't have no problem. I do have my Surface Pen here, and while a lot of the apps for drawing are not installed, and the AT&T manager will not let me install new apps on here, but I can. This is Surface Pen compatible, so I can tell you that it works pretty well with it. I won't be able to do a full drawing test until I get it on my the device in my hands, but as far as functioning, you just need a phone number and that's it. It's working very well, extremely well. #225, but no problem. So it is compatible with the Surface Pen, no problem.
Yeah, so it's not that.
And also, I have here the Surface Slim Pen, like from the Surface Pro X. So if you have one of these pens, it'll also work with it. As you can see, and it's pretty responsive. Like I said, I won't know the full drawing test until we get it in our hands, and I can install the software that I want onto it. But it is definitely compatible with the Surface Slim Pen as well as the Surface Pen, and they work pretty good. I don't see any problem with that. So far, thumbs up with the current software that's on here so far. So a lot of people are also asking, does the Surface Pen itself attach magnetically to it? It does. It does. Here I just gotta figure out where. Oh, there. I think that's it right there. I think. So it do seem like the Slim Pen attaches better than the Surface Pen for some reason. And it might just be me. I can admit that it might just be me. Yeah, it seems to be kind of all over the place with the surface. Oh, actually it might be the back though. Let me see. Yeah, it attaches pretty decent. It does still appear that the surface, because this one kind of moves more easily compared to my surface pen, slim pen, that it seems to work better for it. And I was attaching to the front here. Let me see, I'm trying to do this with one hand on my phone, the other one. So it seemed to attach the pen and the surface pen and the surface slim pen do seem to attach to the device. How well it attaches, I just have to test that further once I get it in my hands. But it does appear to work to some degree. So all in all, my initial thoughts of this device is that I think this is going to be a game changer. I really think that this is going to kind of start to change the market a little bit in its form factor. I like the form factor of it. I like how smooth the software is. I like the lightness and the thinness of it. I love this hinge. It feels very premium in the hand. So you might be asking yourself, sorry about that. You might be asking yourself, what is the difference between something like this and the Galaxy Fold, or the new, as of today, Samsung announced the Galaxy Fold 2. So what's the difference between those two? Well, other than the folding mechanism or the folding form factor, those are two different devices. The Galaxy Fold is an engineering feat of marvel. It's a marvel. It's actually folding glass. So you're actually folding glass with the Galaxy Fold and so forth. And the Galaxy Fold 2 improved upon that even more. The the Surface Duo is a different take to that technology. Instead of folding glass per se, the Surface Duo is basically taking two displays here and using this hinge mechanism to fold those two displays together for that folding pattern. So the two screens work flawlessly with one another. They work great with one another, but it's not, I'm not going to take nothing from Samsung. It's not as revolutionary as folding glass that the Samsung Galaxy, Fold kind of just showed us what's possible. Now, will the Surface Duo get there? Yeah, I believe in time, once Microsoft feels that folding glass technology is up to the name of Surface. But as of today, no, it's not there yet. So there are two different phones utilizing a similar form factor to implement the technology in very different ways. And I think that's okay. Like I said, Samsung is utilizing folding glass, whereas the Surface Duo is just utilizing two displays with a hinge mechanism and some really in-depth thought and workflows to make the two displays work awesome together. This is Gorilla Glass. So it's Gorilla Glass on the front. It's Gorilla Glass on the back, as you can see there. This is not plastic at all. This is Gorilla Glass. And this is just a awesome device. I can't wait to get my hands on this September 10th next week. And when I do, I will be doing a full unboxing, a full kind of look at it, adding more apps that I couldn't add today to it, so that I can do things such as a drawing test and things of that nature. Even loaded up some of the games I love to play. Clash of Clans, Fortnite. I should better get Fortnite on this from the Samsung store. It feels good in the hand. It's not too, it's a bigger phone. You can't take that from it. But I like big phones, so I don't see a problem with that. This is just an all-around awesome device. It comes out next week. Can't wait to get it. Yeah, I just think that Microsoft did a awesome job with my first look at this and kind of looking at it, not knowing all the gestures. There's going to be a learning curve here where even with me, just trying to get those gestures just right and kind of, you know, get them inside my muscle memory, so they just kind of, you know, my fingers just kind of do its thing and so forth. But I can see this being a awesome device to take with me. I think I'm gonna love it. Like I said, I got it on pre-order, just waiting for the drop date so I can go get it and show you some more of it. But yeah, it's awesome. Liking it so far. Oh, okay, so just left the AT&T store, taking a look at the Samsung Duo. Got his first look at it. Final impressions is that I'm quite impressed with it. I really am. I think that it is a phone that we're gonna start seeing more of. I think we're gonna start seeing more foldable phones and foldable technology. I like where Microsoft kind of went with that. I like how they implemented the dual screen technology. It's nice. It's nice. I still reserve my final thoughts and opinions about it until I get the finalized version, able to download the final software and, you know, stuff on it. Like I said, I think what we saw today is going to be the final hardware, because they already shipped it to stores and they're ready to ship to the customer. But I do think that once customers turn it on for the first time, there'll be, just like any computer or game that we get today, there will be a day one update that's going to kind of tighten up features and software and code that's on the device for production use. So I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm actually giddy about it, to be honest with you. I get real giddy about these technology things, especially when a company pushed the envelope of what's possible and what's been done before. Because Microsoft could have simply just put another phone out there and call it the Microsoft phone, and people would have bought it. Let's be honest, people would have bought it because it's a Microsoft product. But Microsoft is not sitting on their, you know, they're not sitting on their name and saying, you know, we're just going to do what everybody else did. They're actually going to push the envelope of technology, make something that's actually wanted and something that's different. And I applaud them for that. And the Surface Duo is something that does just that. And I think it does in a great way, in a way that's forward thinking. And I think it's really going to do well on the market. Is it an expensive phone? Yes, it's an expensive phone. Today, you know, phones are costing $1,500+. This phone falls in line with that. But it's not the most expensive phone. You have the Samsung Galaxy Fold 2 that's just been announced today. I think as of today, September 1st, 2020, Samsung came out saying that their Galaxy Fold 2 is coming out. They did some major updates to it, like, you know, increases front screen size, lessen the bezels, things like that. But they also increased the price tag by $20. So now it's at a clean $2,000 for that device. This, the Surface Duo is not quite that expensive, but by the time you add on, like I said, if you want a Surface Pen, if you want warranties and taxes and all that, you're quickly approaching that $1,800, $1,900 price point. And at that point, $1,900, $2,000, is it a big difference? So this is definitely one of those premium phones that's not really for the budget conscious. If you're trying to get a phone on a budget, this ain't it. This is not it. But if you got a little money to blow, or you got a little, you know, you've been saving up for this phone, because it was announced last year. So I know some people that were out there saving up for this phone because they expected to be in that about $2,000 range. I think you'll be happy with what I saw today. I think you would definitely be happy with it. You know, that's my opinion. But I think Microsoft did an awesome job with it. So, but that's it for this video. That was the first look at the Surface Duo. If you like what you saw today in this video, please support the channel, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and hit that bell icon so you'll know when I push new content to the channel. And until the next one, as always, stay geeky, stay techie. Cedric out.